Hey, what's good? Hey, by now everybody probably heard the story about the rapper KSOO out of Jacksonville, Florida. So we were having a debate, right? Because I said, well, first of all, let me tell you what happened. His own dad testified against him, pointed him out, said that he did the shooting, he had the gun, he murdered the guy. His own biological father helped him get life in prison. So I said, under no circumstances would I testify against my son. I don't care what he did. Like, you know, I can't imagine me taking the stand here in this country in America, as hard as we have it as it is. And that's not to take up for him, but it's just that as his father, I'm all he has. You know what I mean? Like I'm all he has. Like regardless of what he went out and did, I'm all he has left. And I'm not gonna take the stand on my son and help my son get indicted or get convicted. Now, of course, there's a debate about that. People are like, "Hey, what if he killed some people? What if he did A, B, C, and D?" Now, that's a possible. Of course, that's what that man did, and God forbid that something like that would happen. Regardless, I don't ever see myself as my son's father taking the stand on him and pointing to him and saying that he's the one that did the killing and helping these motherfuckers incarcerate my son for life. Like, as a man, you gotta be able to live with yourself. Like, frankly, I couldn't live with myself doing some shit like that. I couldn't live with myself if I helped bury my son, regardless of what my son did. Like, if I was um, forced to take the stand or forced to come to court, subpoenaed to court, you know, I'm just gonna plead the fifth. I'm gonna get up there and act like Woody did the whole time. I'm just gonna act crazy. But you're not gonna make me tell you anything about my son. Now that's just my outlook on it. Now a lot of people feel differently, and obviously this dude's dad feel differently because he helped bury his own child. So obviously he thought that was okay, or he's just that big of a coward. But oddly enough, his dad had been in trouble before, and apparently his dad already has a rap sheet and as a snitch. So he already had a snitch jacket on his back. But, if my son did something so terrible and my son got life in prison, he was never gonna see daylight again. The one thing that my son would still be able to say is that my dad held it down. Regardless of how it turned out, he gonna be able to say that I held him down because I'm not gonna help these folks bury my child. And, a lot of people disagree with that. And you're welcome to your opinion, but I don't know, maybe it's a different type of love that different people have because you love your children unconditionally like you're supposed to. That ain't no shit you would do. Not if you black and you live in America and where black boys get hung from trees ever since the 1900s just for being black. And then I know that has nothing to do with this, but I'm just saying they've been getting killed for nothing for a long time. And so now they get caught for something, and now they just have a reason to kill him or to incarcerate him for the rest of his life. Um, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not never ever ever gonna do it. Never ever ever gonna do it. Now I don't care what people say. People again, what if he do this? What if he do that? God forbid he does, but I'm still be in his corner until the casket drop. So you can go out like his dad did, like a coward, if you ask me. He took the stand on his own son. His son, if you don't know the story, it was, some rap beef. Um, that's how it started. Rapper from this side of town beefing with this rapper. This rapper mentioned his name. It got real. Some shooting happened. Supposedly, the other side initiated the shooting and shot some of Queso's people. Supposedly, his dad even got shot. I don't know how true that is. I heard that. I heard that on one story. Um, so his dad got shot, right? So Queso was going to get back, right? And I don't know how true this is. They say his dad got caught burning the clothes that they were wearing to do it. His dad got caught burning the clothes, right? And turned state evidence and testified on his own child, man. So the fuck? What the fuck was that? Anyhow, that's my stance on that, man. I'm not gonna do it, man. I'm not gonna testify on my child, man. They can't make me do it. They can't. You can get on stage, you can get on stand, you can plead the fifth, you can do a whole lot of things not to point at your child and say he did it. No, I'm not never ever ever gonna do that. But some of us are just built different. You know what I mean? Like all of us ain't built the same. You know.